day. It's the National Football League. It's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 68 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
They run. First carry for Damian Harris.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
You talk about this Bengals defense. And they're
They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season. Off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season. Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The gun. They'll look to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find some.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
To Chase.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. You look at this Steeler defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a unit that you're getting ready for. Any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Burrow on 3rd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
T.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On second down, this is Harris. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And they'll accept that penalty. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7. They hand this off to Harris.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll They'll look to throw here. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Ready?
This is 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Mixon. Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Ready? Nice one.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Burrow on play action. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Isaiah Likely the target that time.
And it's 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
To the air again, Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Here's Burrow.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
This 2nd and 4.
Burrow looking to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 3. Now Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit. 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Harris. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
53-yard. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll run with Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Steelers.
Ready.
They'll run. Here's Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. They'll run again with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Jake Moody now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Again, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Second down and 8.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is Freeman on 1st and 10.
And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Freeman again. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin on the West Coast. Baltimore heading out to take on the LA Rams. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. 2 touchdowns in that game for J.K. Dobbins. From there, we slide over to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Laviska Shenault, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. The Chiefs locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice that often runs you into a penalty.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards.
At this point on the field, a lot of play callers have a little trepidation. They're just thinking about running off tackle, quarterback sneaks, anything to try and create a little bit of room. But those aggressive play callers, they think to themselves, this is the right place to take a shot. And they do, and boy, are they successful.
This is Harris. Room here to run. Down the left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Harris is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. They'll try and run with Harris. And he pushed forward but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Nice job holding them out of the end zone on 3rd down. I think you need to give a big assist to this crowd.
Yeah, they're really rallying them, aren't they? They're behind them the whole way. And they get that little bit of extra motivation when you're in a tough situation.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. An extra point try now for Moody. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Third and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the 8 of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Harris running straight ahead. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 131 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 3. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Burrow will throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get it inside the 35.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throws on target to Likely. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space. Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Throwing out left and finding Likely. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. And Burrow going to throw again. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are an extra point away from. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Okay, ready?
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up third down on the sack.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Harris. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
They'll run again with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris
with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bengals getting set to go.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
On second down, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Bengals. From 10 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 167 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Harris. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a give, running left is Harris, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They run again with Harris. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.